Hey guys, I'm Forrester here with an update on my Grand Seiko spring drive watch. So I'll give you a closer look at it when we go to the desktop in a minute or two. But I'm enjoying wearing this watch again. I bought it almost 3 years ago in 2022, and I enjoyed wearing it until last spring of 2025 when it quit working. Well, actually, it continued working. It just worked very fast. Time was flying. So it's a mechanical watch with an electronic brake, and that electronic brake broke, which allowed the hands to turn just willy-nilly. I think if I remember right, it would turn 1 minute in about 10 seconds, 9 or 10 seconds. So anyway, I sent it off to Grand Seiko. I took it down to Dimitri's on King Street in Charleston, and they sent it off to Grand Seiko's service center. And I thought for those Grand Seiko owners out there, you might be interested in what warranty service is like with Grand Seiko. So I'll go to the tabletop. I'll give you a close look at the watch. I'll tell you about my experience with Dimitri's and also with Grand Seiko Service Center. And then I'll give you an update on how I feel about Grand Seiko. Would I buy another Grand Seiko watch? Let's go to the tabletop. Before we go to the tabletop, I forgot to mention something. See those stairs back there? Those are the stairs that I fell down and hurt myself back in August. I made a video about it. What I didn't mention in that video is I was coming down those stairs to make this video about this Grand Seiko watch. And I fell down. They were wet at the time, and the leaves were wet, and there's leaves on there now I need to clean off. But needless to say, I was very careful coming down those stairs this time. See you at the tabletop now. Okay guys, here's a little bit better view of the watch. There's a little bit of glare out here, so I'll try to give you a closer look at it. But I wanted to give you some background before I get into the details of the warranty work. I purchased this on November the 30th, 2022. I wore it for the better part of 3 years. And by the way, I made a video about the watch if you want to see it brand new on December the 2nd, 2022. But I made a video when it malfunctioned. So this is a mechanical watch. You can see it has a back where you can look at the movement right there. It's a mechanical watch, but it has electronic components. One of those electronic components, the brake that controls the movement of the hands, that was what malfunctioned, and I had to send it off for repair. Now I bought this from Dimitri Jewelers. I'll show you the sale receipt in a minute, but I bought it. I took it back to Dimitri's on June the 13th, 2025, this past summer, and they said to expect that the repair would take 3 months before the watch was returned to me. So I was prepared for a 3-month wait, and I was very surprised when it came back. I got a call in early August that it had been repaired, and I went and picked it up. That's 2 hours away from me, so I went to Dimitri's in Charleston on August the 11th and picked it up. So it was gone for a total of 8 weeks. So let me show you a little bit of the detail. And by the way, here's the model number. It's SBGA 429. And I've shown you the watch. I set it this morning, and I've been wearing it, but I reset it to time.gov this morning, so there's no point in comparing it for the video because it's perfect. But it probably does not lose or gain more than 1 to 2 seconds per month. So it's running just as well as it did when it was brand new. I'll set that over here, and I want to show you some of the information. So when you send it off for warranty work, you have to have your warranty card, so you want to make sure that you save that. I sent that off, and I said I would show you the receipt. This is the receipt right here, the original receipt from Dimitri's Jewelers, and they're on 253 King Street in Charleston. I give them a thumbs up. I've enjoyed all my dealings with them. the watch cost $4,220 originally, and plus tax. And I thought that was an excellent price at the time. And then this is the warranty information that came with it. And basically it just says that it has 5 years warranty from the time of purchase. And so I still have a couple of years warranty on it. They also sent it in this travel case, which I thought was a very nice touch. So they have a better box that it actually came in, but if I was going to travel with it, this is a nice case to carry it in. Let me just show you the inside of it. Okay, I thought that was a nice touch. They didn't have to do that. And then this is the documentation that came with it from Grand Seiko. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see this or not, but I'll tell you the most important parts. So it came from Grand Seiko on August the 4th. And they say basically they overhauled the movement. It checks off what they checked. The C stands for replacement, so they replaced a gasket, or more than one gaskets maybe. And they also replaced the coal, which is that brake that broke. The W stands for cleaning, so they made a special case to clean the train wheel and the setting part. And down here it says they disassembled the movement, they cleaned it, assembled it, lubricated it, inspected it, adjusted it, and replaced the gaskets. And they checked the accuracy to make sure it's in line with Grand Seiko standards. They did a water test, an air leak test, and also external cleaning. And then down here they say, please keep this document for 12 months at least. We guarantee repairs for a period of 12 months from the date of the repair invoice. We undertake to repair the watch free of charge during this time if the malfunction is found to be caused by the same part as the previous repair through normal use. So this was free of charge to me. They didn't charge anything for this repair. But I did ask the question, how much would the repair have cost if it had not been under warranty? And the answer was $500. And I want to address that in the end of this video. Now, thank you for sticking with me to the end of this video, because I have one more thing I want to address, and that's, would I buy another Grand Seiko watch? And how was the relationship with Dimitri's through the process? As far as Dimitri's, that one's easy. I enjoyed working with them, Jason primarily, in the original purchase, and also through the warranty process. They made the whole process very easy. Now, would I buy another Grand Seiko watch? And I'm going to qualify my answer. I dreamed of owning a Grand Seiko, and specifically a spring drive watch, for many, many years. And then I finally purchased one in 2022. I enjoyed wearing it, and it keeps perfect time, and I think it's a beautiful watch. So I do enjoy, I'm glad I made this purchase, and I'm glad it didn't cost me to pay that $500 for the repair. Would I buy another spring drive watch? If that's the question, the answer is no. I own one spring drive watch, and that's all I need. I don't want to take a chance, so I don't know. I wasn't told why the part broke. Was it electronic issue, or was it a drop or hitting it on something? I don't remember any drop or anything that might cause that damage. It just stopped working one day. So if it was out of warranty, I wouldn't want to pay $500. I probably would, but that's an awful lot to repair a watch that, you know, if it happened 2 or 3 times, you're talking about real money. So I would not buy another spring drive watch, but I still like Grand Seiko. And they have some high beat watches that are almost as mesmerizing as the second hand of this spring drive watch going around. So yes, I would buy another Grand Seiko watch. Would I buy another spring drive? The answer is no. All right, thanks for sticking around to the end. I appreciate your support. Y'all take care.